What's good, y'all? Sugar Bear VT here for the first stream of the week. How's it going? How's it going, everybody in the Twitch and YouTube chats? Hope y'all had a good weekend. I know that I did. I went to go see Brand New Day with my friends, which was a fantastic movie. I won't get into the spoilers here for everybody who hasn't watched it yet, but amazing, amazing movie. Easily one of the best Spider-Man movies they've ever done. So, look forward to the movie review for that. We'll have that going up on the YouTube channel sometime this week. I was hard at work getting the script all scheduled out and scripted out and all that good stuff, so I should be ready to do my recording and editing session tomorrow on my off-stream day, and then hopefully have the movie review for Brand New Day up on either Wednesday or Thursday, if I had to guess. Shisui, where you been, Loca? I haven't seen you in chat in a couple of days. I'm doing pretty good, feeling good vibes today. Gonna be playing a little bit of Sonic Fall Guys. God, Sonic music hits so fucking good. Oh, I gotta stop. I gotta stop the music before I get distracted. Ooh, I love Sonic Mania soundtrack. How y'all doing? Did y'all have a good week? I hope y'all had a good week. Doing good. Just got home from Otakon. Been the best weekend ever. Seriously amazing convention. Awesome to hear that. I have never been to Otakon. I only know of Otakon because of Otakon the character, Metal Gear Solid, and the whole iconic line. It stands for Otaku Convention. Like, but I've never actually been. I don't even know where Otakon is based out of, to be perfectly honest. But I'm glad that you had a good time. You're doing good. Good. I am glad to hear that, Maishiro. I assume Arkham's doing good. He's a little quiet over there in the YouTube chat. Might be feeling a little lonely over there all by himself. But we press on. Otakon is based in Washington. Okay, interesting. You seem to do a lot of traveling for conventions, Shisui. Honestly, instead of doing Animal Crossing stuff, you should do live convention streams or fucking convention vlogs or something. With all the places that you go to, I'm sure people would love watching that, honestly. But yeah, like I said, we are here for some Sonic Rumble Party today. I did play it a little bit in my off-stream hours just to test it out, see how the game felt yesterday, just to make sure it was something I wanted to play, and overall I enjoy it. It is legitimately just Fall Guys, but Sonic. But hey, I love Sonic, so I'm a Fall Guys veteran over here on the channel. I love Sonic, so Fall Guys plus Sonic equals the better game, question mark? You love my aesthetic? I appreciate that. This was pretty much the first OC I ever came up with, so I was like, what do? I need to come up with my VTuber character. Oh, I know, I'll just use my first ever OC, and here we are. But yeah, like I will reiterate for anybody who might not have been lurking in the when the stream first started, I did go and see Spider-Man Brand New Day over the weekend with my boys. I have already scripted out the movie review, so the spoiler movie review will be going up on the channel sometime this week. If I had to guess, it'll probably be on Wednesday or Thursday. So if that is your type of deal, if you enjoy movie reviews, those sorts of discussions, you can find that over on the Sugar Bear VT channel on YouTube. Same URL pretty much as the Twitch version, or if you're watching over on YouTube, you can just check the main channel after the stream's done. Do I stream this game often? This is actually my first time ever streaming this game, and yesterday was my first time playing the game. So I'm a total newbie to this game, but I was a Fall Guys veteran back in the day. Back in my PNG tuber days, before I got like a full-on VTuber model, I played a ton of Fall Guys, and I also used to enjoy Fall Guys in my off time. So I've got some of the muscle memory, some of that kind of vibe all stored up in the memory banks. So I've been doing semi decent. Obviously, I'm kind of in the low elo beginner territory right now. I think my profile is only level 3 at the moment. I was doing some of the starter missions, try to get some unlocks so that I wasn't using an avatar skin. But yeah, we're moving and grooving. I'm gonna go ahead and get the game popped open, and we will start the gaming in just a sec. Oh, I forgot to. You got the double follower message. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Let me go ahead and get the game pulled up so that we can hopefully not waste too much time. Let's see here. Let me throw on another track here. I'll throw on a different Mania track while I get this game opened up. Metallic Madness is always good. We'll hit a Metallic Madness. Alright, I'm gonna let that rock while I get the game opened up, boys. When I was at Otakon, I hosted a cosplay meetup for Naruto x Boruto. I named the meetup Boruto's Dad and Naruto's Son Photo Shoot. To my surprise, a ton of people actually came. Well, I'm glad that the event that you were hosting was popular and had a lot of people show up. That's good stuff. I've never hosted an event myself, but I can imagine it would be very stressful not knowing who's going to show up and all that stuff. So I am glad that worked out well for you, Shisui. Speaking of Boruto and Naruto, how are you feeling about Saruto? Did you see that tweet that Kishimoto put out talking about potentially doing another series set with Boruto's son after they finish Boruto? I don't know if you saw that interview segment, but it seems like the Saruto future is real. Alrighty, we got the game pulled up. Y'all be sure to let me know how the audio is. This is obviously your first time streaming the game. I don't really know what sort of range I should be aiming for. I heard about that tweet, but later I got a community note, and one of the animators said that it's just a goof. Okay. Still though, it would have been pretty funny. It would have been pretty funny if that was actually what was going to happen. I mean, granted, I doubt his name would have actually been Saruto, for one, but still. Alrighty, let's head on over to the gaming page. There we go. Everything looks good on my end. Actually, I could probably move myself over just like a little bit, like down here maybe. How am I looking? Am I too big? Am I too small? Am I where I should be? Audio sounds fine? Awesome, awesome. Good to hear. Should I be taller? Should I be smaller? Maybe a little bit less music volume? Okay. I think I'm probably fine height-wise. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna set a timer, do a little intro bit for the YouTube upload, and then we'll get into it. Y'all know the drill, y'all know the drill. Let me go ahead and get a timer going. Alrighty, what's good, y'all? It's me, Sugar Bear VT, and we are back for another brand new game here on the Sugar Bear VT channel. We are playing Sonic Rumble Party. This is basically Fall Guys but Sonic, aka Fall Guys but better. Raises eyebrow in a way that you can't see because I don't have that turned on for my model at the moment. I played a little bit of this game yesterday just to test it out, see how I was feeling, and it feels pretty much just like Fall Guys. I enjoy Fall Guys. I love the Sonic universe, so I figure this could be something I could play every once in a while here on the channel. As you can see, I got little Metal Sonic skin. I was from doing some of the from the starter missions. I couldn't come into this with an avatar character. I just couldn't. I couldn't do that to myself. So I had to go in and unlock somebody. And as you can see, I got the chrome silver profile picture. So hopefully I'll actually be able to unlock like the base silver skin, because that's my boy. But we're gonna go ahead and hop into some of these games. I haven't actually tried out the true Fall Guys mode, the one with 24 characters where you do like elimination matches. That's the one that's like really Fall Guys-y, and I haven't even tried that mode yet, so we're probably gonna hit that in this first video here, so let's go ahead and get into it. Speaking of which, I cosplayed as Boruto x Miku, basically two characters mixed together. I did this because it was an on-stage performance with your friends, but you dressed up as Miku. Oh, that sounds fun. Was your mix and match cosplay more Miku based or more Boruto based? Alrighty. Oh, let me pick up my controller. I forgot I don't do keyboard and mouse. There we go. I think I'm probably gonna start off with just some Party Rumble, get my little warm-ups in for the day. Can you join my party? I don't know how to do that. Like I said, it's first time playing the game, so I don't really know how that works. If I pull that up, it's gonna show my friend ID automatically, isn't it? I'm not entirely sure that I want to immediately put my friend ID on screen, because I kind of don't want to get blown up by a bunch of different ads. The cosplay was more Miku based. Only difference is it didn't use Miku's hair. It uses Boruto's hair, and the makeup was a more Boruto aesthetic. Everything else was Miku based. Well, that sounds nice. Hold on. I think I gotta sneeze. Oh, wait, no. Otherwise you can't add people as friends or to the party. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what I can do. Yeah, I'll just turn the gameplay off. I'll just turn the gameplay off. Yeah, I'll head back to chatting for a sec. So, sure. What's your player name? Shiro? Okay, let's see. There's a couple Shiros here. Which Shiro are you? What icon do you use? The highest level? 32? That's the highest level one that I see. Is that the correct one? I don't see you popping up here. The highest Shiro that I with a capital S? Okay, it's case sensitive. I did not know that. Okay. Well, let's see here. Oh! 142! Whoa, look at you! Okay. That's kind of crazy. I loved all the Artist Alley vendors they had this year, and finally have more variety of different artists that they had stuff. Well, that's nice. Artist Alley is easily one of my favorite places to kind of lurk around, skulk around, and sure, I'll invite. I guess I'll head back to chatting for that. How do I invite somebody? Play as a party, bring your friends together, play as a party? Sure. Yeah, I'll invite you. Hey, yo! Damn, you got what is that? Gemerald inspired colors? Well, no, Gemerald's yellow and black, not black and yellow. Still, that Metal Sonic looks goated. That's a goated color palette. Do you mind if we start with Party Rumble, or do you want to jump straight into, oh, I guess we're starting with Party Rumble. I pressed Y by mistake. Okay, guess we're Party Rumbling. Yeah, that is a dope Metal Sonic color. Speaking of multiple Metal Sonics, I was recently rewatching the end credit scene from Sonic Movie 3. And I love that they're immediately jumping into the multiple Metal Sonic stuff. I think it would be so cool if, like, Metal Sonic's generals, like, say Metal Sonic has Metal Sonic generals in the dystopian future. I think it would be super cool if, like, the different Metal Sonics had, like, different color variants. For one, they would love to do that just because it would sell toys like crazy. But I also think just having, like, more Metal Sonic variants. It reminds me a lot of the Metal Shadows from Shadow 05. I don't know if you ever played the battle mode from Shadow the Hedgehog 2005. In the battle mode, there were different Metal Shadows because there was the whole Shadow cloning storyline. But they were all silver with different colored accents. I think if they did something like that for Metal Sonic, it would look so good. Hold on, I'll read that in just a sec. I'm locked in on my platforming. Oh, shit! Okay, I'm clear. I also got recommended to watch Haikyuu, so that's another thing on my anime list. I personally haven't watched Haikyuu, but one of my friends is really into Haikyuu, and he says it's great. I can't personally comment on that because I've never watched it or read it, but you know, it's probably something worth checking out. We can do whatever you want, but I'm much better with Ring Survival. It gives more rewards. Okay. Do I have Ring Survival unlocked? I don't know if I have that unlocked yet. Let me check. I'll check in the game mode to see if I have that unlocked. Remember that that I just started the old I just started playing yesterday, so oh, okay. Ring Survival is the standard Fall Guys-ish mode. Got it. Yeah, we can do Ring Survival. Sounds good to me. Let's see here. Did I unlock anything? Yeah, let me go ahead and claim these Battle Pass things. Some extra rings. Oh, wait, I forgot one. Emblems. By collecting emblems, increasing your emblem rank, you assortment of rewards. Okay, cool. Oh! For a second there, I thought that was like chocolate chow, but no, it's a little oranger. You may want to join a crew. What's the benefit to joining a crew? They didn't really tell me any of that stuff in the tutorial. But yeah, Shisui, I have heard that Haikyuu is one of the better sports-related anime and manga. I've heard Haikyuu come up a lot in conversation with other things like Kuroko no Basket, Slam Dunk, recently Blue Lock, and that kind of stuff. If you join a crew, you get skill stars daily. Skill stars are used for upgrading skills and buying new skills. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll definitely look into that. Damn, you got the matching Chow too. That is dope looking. Fully kitted out over here. Yeah, sorry if some of the stuff here is a little bit on the choppier side. I tend to deal with some choppiness when I'm playing mobile games that have been ported to PC. We got a silver, I see a tangle. If you got 32 active people playing Rumble, then I would recommend playing picking a crew. Okay, I will definitely look into that. There's another game just like Fall Guys called Stumble Guys. I have actually heard of Stumble Guys, oddly enough. I remember people playing Stumble Guys was like a big meme back before Fall Guys went free to play. Yeah, before Fall Guys went free to play, people were playing Stumble Guys because they didn't want to pay for the game, and that was like a huge meme. Oh, you little punk. Shit, we're down to 30 seconds. Come on, give me something, I'm slow! Alright, I still qualified, so we're good. Since you love Silver, here's the perfect question. Would you love to see a Silver the Hedgehog standalone game since we got Sonic 06 and Shadow 05? I would give anything for a standalone Silver game. Legitimately, Arkham, I would give anything for a standalone Silver game. Now, realistically, that's probably never going to happen because the last time they tried to do a standalone side character game, which was Shadow 05, it had a terrible reputation and it scared them off from doing anything. But I think it would be fantastic. I think by virtue of having... There's a Silver fan game. What's the Silver fan game called? Because I don't think I've heard of that. I might legitimately play that on the channel. Put me on. Put me on, Maishiro. If there's a Silver fan game, Project Silver. Alright, I'll look into it. I will 100% be looking into that. But yeah, like, due to the reputation of Shadow 05, I just don't know how likely it is that we would ever get another standalone side character focused game, like ever, let alone something something for Silver. Silver already is a fairly divisive character because of Sonic 06. A lot of people kind of wrote off Silver from the very beginning because of him being introduced in 06. Blaze kind of gets a pass because she technically first appeared in Sonic Rush. So she gets the Blaze pass. But Silver doesn't really have that benefit. Not to mention, Sonic Team doesn't give a fuck about Silver. Like, Silver has been criminally underutilized in the current Sonic titles. Like, the IDW Comics crew cares about Silver. Silver's had some awesome moments in the IDW Comics. But yeah, I don't ever see it happening as like an actual Sonic Team produced title. But there's also a lot of potential there if they ever did decide to do that. By virtue of Silver basically just being like future Trunks from Dragon Ball Z, you could just have him solving future like problems. Like, Silver is the hero of the future. Anytime some bad shit's going down in the future, it would just make sense that Silver is the one there to stop it. Plus he's able to travel to the future and to the past practically freely in the modern continuity. So I feel like there's definitely like the opening, like the availability for them to do something like that, and they just haven't done it. I'm gonna be honest, I did not read what the what the goal of this game mode is. I was too busy thinking about my hypothetical Silver game. Part 3 in your final Sonic Prime question. Ooh. The end to the Sonic Prime question saga. Hold on, I'll read that in just a sec. I want to see how I do here. What if Silver and Blaze were in Sonic Prime? Well, I definitely think that there's an opening. There would have been an opening, I should say, for Silver and Blaze to have some sort of plot relevance if we were to get a season 4, 5, and 6 kind of trilogy. Somebody at the con was doing anime main character tier list, and there was so much debate about Rudius because he got moved from S tier to F tier. I don't know enough about Mushoku Tensei to actually comment on like the quality of writing, but the one thing that I hear consistently from all my friends who have watched or read Mushoku Tensei is that it is a brilliantly written series. So anybody dropping Rudius down to F tier is more than likely because he is not a very good person, from what I hear. I've heard that Rudius is a genuine scumbag, especially at the start of the series. But granted, when you're doing like a tier list like that, it would probably come down to like preference of characters rather than quality of writing. But yeah, I got distracted from the Sonic Prime question, so let me return to the Sonic Prime topic. I definitely think that there would have been an opening to introduce characters like Silver and Blaze were they to do a season 4 and onward of Sonic Prime. And it doesn't even have to be like a big, like, there doesn't even have to be like a big narrative reason for it. I talked about when I was doing my hypothetical continuation for Sonic Prime, the idea of Sonic harnessing too much chaos energy when trying to perform something like Chaos Control and accidentally teleporting himself to a different dimension. Well, one of those dimensions could just be a dystopian future dimension, and Silver and Blaze are already there. Obviously, Blaze technically isn't from the future. That whole her being in Sonic 06 kind of confused the continuity, but she is technically from an alternate dimension, not a future timeline, and she is from the Soul dimension. She is the guardian of the Soul Emeralds. We have all her lore now, and that's been kind of straightened out. But Blaze was there before, so she can be there again. I've always been a fan of the idea that her being the guardian of the Soul Emeralds and constantly harnessing the Soul Emeralds' power might give her an increased lifespan. That's always been kind of my headcanon reason for why she might live long enough to see the future where Silver lives. So that there's the pathway for that, but I'm getting distracted. Basically, there doesn't need to be much of a reason for them to be there. They could have just been there, and I would have been eating. That's the basic answer. I would have been eating. I will literally never turn down an excuse or reason or anything to see Silver in literally anything. That is my GOAT. My all-time GOAT. Literally no better character in this franchise, if you ask me. That's my boy. I obviously say this as a future Trunks fan. A future Trunks fan who has been scorned once. A future Trunks fan who has been scorned twice. Scorned by Dragon Ball and scorned by the Sonic team. But one of these days, my boy Silver will return to the limelight and he will get his chance to shine once more. One day, in the eventual future, they'll forgive the transgressions of Sonic 06 and he will be allowed to cook. Motherfucker, they are aggressive today. These fish are biting. We made it, though. Then you get a bonus for being in 5th? Come on, where's the other 5 of you? Oh damn! I just saw Neo Metal get washed. Oop! Rip Neo Metal. You get a bonus as long as you get top 16? That makes sense. It is the first round after all. Damn, look at you, first place across the board. I'm literally being walked through the game by the actual fucking GOAT, apparently. Also, was that Godzilla? What the hell is Godzilla doing here? Since Giovanni basically cheated, do you think Gary had a chance to defeat him if he didn't use Mewtwo? I mean, Giovanni's team wasn't all that impressive, to be perfectly honest. From what I remember, at least I'm thinking about the his Gen 1 team right now. His team changes a little bit across the generation, so the one I'm thinking of is specifically his team from Pokemon Blue, because that's where we most recently fought him. But from what I remember, he has a Persian, a Rhyhorn, a Kangaskhan. I'm kind of blanking here. I don't remember what the rest of his team is, but his team is primarily composed of normals, no pseudo legendaries, no anything like that. Like Mewtwo is kind of like the rule breaker, if you will. So if you're not cheesing it with a legendary Pokemon, then yeah, I don't see why Gary couldn't have defeated Giovanni. I mean, he literally defeated Lance and became the new Pokemon champion before getting washed by me. Now, he's not better than me, but he was apparently better than the Elite Four and the champion of said Elite Four. Pokemon W, yeah, we play a lot of Pokemon over here on the Sugar Bear VT channel, Mashiro. We are doing the whole Pokemon Gauntlet at the moment. I am playing through every Pokemon game that has ever been released in America. We are currently playing Pokemon Yellow right now, so we're still in Gen 1 territory, but we are in it for the long haul. I was eliminated. Oh, that's right, I was eliminated. I'm chilling, just watching you do the rest of the thing while I answer these questions. So go ahead and do your thing. How do I spectate you specifically? Okay, there you are. Yeah, we do a whole bunch of Pokemon here on the channel. We just recently finished our Pokemon Pokopia playthrough. We finished our Pokemon Blue playthrough a couple months ago, and now we are currently working on Pokemon Yellow. We just made it to Vermilion City, so we're moving on to our third badge. But yeah, realistically, back to your question, Arkham, I see no reason why Gary would not have defeated Giovanni if not for Mewtwo. You could legitimately say the thing about most trainers who use a legendary Pokemon. Like, using a legendary Pokemon is pretty much just cheats. So I don't think somebody losing to a trainer with a legendary Pokemon says anything about their like skills as a trainer. And Shiro's going crazy right now. Currently in first. At least it's, I believe, yeah, first. Not, okay, so this is a collect the most rings type of one. Oh! He kind of fell through the floor a little bit there, but either way, came out on top. Masterfully played. Masterfully done, masterfully done. Everybody give a quick round of applause for Maishiro. Oh, I didn't notice that there's a party ring bonus as well. That's kind of crazy. Oh, did I level up 3 times? Rank worst to best legendary Pokemon Bird Edition. Zapdos, Moltres, Articuno, Ho-Oh. Are we including other legendary birds? Because there are technically other legendary Pokemon that I would consider to be birds. Like, are we considering the Galarian forms of Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno as well? Let me go ahead and claim my rewards here, and then we'll jump into another one. I'll go ahead and quit that. Why not? I mean, if we're just going based off the ones you specifically listed there, then I'd probably say... Moltres and last, then... then Zapdos, then Ho-Oh, then Articuno. I still think Articuno would probably be my favorite overall. I'm a big Articuno fan. Once again, we were repping Team Mystic back in the day. I haven't played Pokemon Go in a hot minute, but we were repping Team Mystic back in the day. All right, let's hop into another one. Get my stretch on real quick when the game starts. You know, I'm not particularly a big Ho-Oh fan. I've mentioned this before, but Lugia is my favorite legendary overall. And I feel like there's always the rival side of things. Oh, you got an ad break? Sorry about that. Sorry about that, my shitto. Yeah, like I was saying, I feel like there's always a rivalry aspect when you're talking about box legendaries, you know? People who are fans of Kyogre probably got something negative to say about Groudon, you know? People who are fans of Lugia probably aren't going to be huge fans of Ho-Oh. If you're a big fan of Dialga, you're probably not going to be a massive fan of Palkia. Like, it's kind of like a pick a side type thing. Hold on, I'll read that next. I'll read that next question in a second. No, son of a bitch. Does it bother you to see the animation style look goofy when Pokemon made Sun and Moon Journeys TV series? Plus, I can't stand Go. I have nothing negative to say about Go. I don't really have, like, an informed opinion about Go because I didn't watch that specific season. But as far as, like, animation being goofy or whatever, you need to remember that I'm a One Piece fan, Arkham. I am a massive One Piece fan. I don't really care if they make it goofy, quote unquote. I'm a bit of a goofy guy myself. I have no beef with things being goofy. I don't really have much of an informed opinion about Go, other than the fact that people ship Ash with Go. I know there's a lot of Ash X Go shippers. Yeah, I really don't have too many thoughts about that one way or another. I definitely prefer the older art style, but you could also just chalk that up to me being old. I'm 27 years old. The Pokemon that's airing these days isn't really the Pokemon that I grew up with. The animation's different, the storytelling style is different, the battle style is different. There's different types of Pokemon that didn't exist when I was watching Pokemon as a kid. So, of course I'm gonna prefer things the way that I'm nostalgic for, but I don't really think there's... And I got immediately cooked. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, like, the way it is. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay, I'm a little faster now. Oh, no, 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 going this way. give me that, give me that, give me that. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, that's scary. This little mode here is a bit scary. They really corner you there. Damn, they even got Surge in this game. I love IDW. They look like Quillavas? They do look like Quillavas. Oh, I did the solo, like, earn red rings mission thing of this one, so I remember this one. Giratina versus Dialga and Suicune versus Darkrai. Okay. Well, like, from a lore perspective, wouldn't Giratina automatically be stronger than either Dialga or Palkia? Because he's like an interdimensional fucking like dream demon kind of creature? Like, doesn't he just play by different rules than Dialga and Palkia? Like, I love Dialga. Dialga's my boy. But I feel like there's also, like, the matter of... You gotta take the lore implications there. By that same logic, though, I do think that, Darkrai is probably stronger than Suicune? Dialga's probably stronger than Suicune, if I had to wager a guess. Cause Suicune's what? What's Suicune's deal? Ah, I wasn't locked on anything. That was a fumble. Shit, that was a fumble on my end. I think I got cooked. Yeah, didn't make it to the top 3. RIP. Who is the strongest Pokemon? I mean, that would have to be Arceus, right? Just like by default. He's God. He's literally God. I mean, who could possibly be stronger than Arceus? In terms of power, I mean, when you literally like create the unit. Oh, you're talking about in terms of like battle, like a level 1 Arceus versus level 99 Rayquaza or something like that. Using a tune-up wrench on a skin or buddy will increase his level and score bonus. Okay. Sure, I'll level up this skin if they're telling me to do it. Oh. I don't necessarily know what this is doing, but... Fuck it, I'll just throw levels on it. What is the benefit of leveling up your skins, then? If I had to ask a question, it would be that one, because that's something I do not know. What does leveling up your skins do? Each player has a score percent. Okay. And this does what exactly? This percentage basically multiplies your score after the match is over. Okay. So it's basically just like a score multiplier. Interesting. Okay. We're currently 35 minutes into the first video here. I think we can probably fit in one more game. Then I'm going to take a quick break and probably go do a discussion topic video. And then we'll come back and do more Rumble later. It costs wrenches to level up your skin, which is like a currency. I have been seeing the wrenches over in like the little pass thing that they have me unlocking. Yeah, I've got an article that I want to read through for my discussion segment, talking about the ongoing debanking stuff going on with independent developers over in Japan. Gonna talk about that. That'll probably be a 30-40 minute segment. Then I'll come back and wrap things up doing another probably 40-minute segment of Sonic Rumble. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to react to this stream. I was checking on my homepage and nothing was really sticking out to me on YouTube. So, oh, match failed? Okay, guess we're trying another one. I couldn't... Oh. Yeah, match failed for some reason. Disband the party? Okay. How does one disband party? Okay. Okay. Just solo queue it? Alright, I'll hit a solo queue. So yeah, it's nothing new here on the channel. We've talked about these we've discussed these topics before. There's just another entry into the ongoing payment process, which is overstepping their bounds, preventing not doing their job for the independent developers over in Japan. We'll hit that, and then we'll wrap things up for another discussion with another Rumble little 40-minute video. And unfortunately, I haven't found anything that I feel like reacting to cap off the stream. Mashiro, since you're new here, I will say normally, like, the way I structure my streams is I do like a 40-50 minute segment of gaming at the start. Then I do a discussion topic where I talk about something that is relevant to me based on my interest or whatever else. Then I do another 40 or 50 minute gaming segment after that. And then I usually end stream by reacting to some stuff, be it like movie trailers, anything like that. Unfortunately, the feed's looking a little bit dry today. So I do not have anything that I feel like watching. So stream might be a little bit on the shorter side today. So just a heads up for y'all. Don't hit me. See you next time. I will see you next time, Arkham. Always good to see you in chat, brother. What type of videos do I like to react to or watch? Normally I do like trailers. Trailers are probably the bread and butter over here, like what normally people are interested in. They want video game trailers, movie trailers, that kind of stuff, because I also do movie reviews. That's another like regular video type that I do on my YouTube channel. I do scripted, fully scripted out movie reviews, and so me doing trailer reactions gives me an idea of like what kind of things people would be interested in me going to see and reviewing in the future. And then obviously I'm a streamer, so I play a lot of video games. By that same logic, what games I might be playing in the future is another thing. But I'm not like limited to that. That's usually just what people want to see. Those are like the things that people are most interested in, but I can kind of do whatever, honestly. My channel, my rules kind of deal. If there's a video that interests me, I'll play it, or I'll watch it. Actually, I'm not going to queue up for another one yet. I'm going to go ahead and hit that discussion topic. We are about at 40 minutes, so I'm going to call it here for the first video. We're going to go do that discussion segment, then we'll be back for some more Sonic Rumble in just a bit. Alright, let me head over to chatting, get this closed out. Actually, let me see. Did I unlock something new? Why do I have so many notifications? Oh. I can level up my buddy? My buddy uses a different thing. Okay, cool. What does leveling up a buddy do? Do buddies also have multipliers? Okay, so same dealio. Got it. I like science videos. I don't mind science videos if it's a particular branch of science I'm interested in. I find geology particularly interesting. I like biology. I'm a huge fan of animals. I am especially interested in marine biology. That's something that I'm personally very invested in. So let me go ahead and close the game for a little bit here while we go ahead and do this article bit. I used to watch a ton of Vsauce videos back in the day. I haven't watched one in a little bit though. It's been a minute since I checked out a Vsauce vid. But yeah, let's see. Back during my PNG-tuber days, I used to do like the VTuber classics, like Daily Dose of Internet is like an easy one. People love the Daily Dose of Internet videos. I used to enjoy watching the like Nukes Top 5 or like Ghost caught on film, or is this an alien saucer? Like, I love watching that sort of stuff because genuinely I do believe in ghosts and aliens. I believe in the supernatural type of elements, but those videos are honestly so hokey most of the time that they're just hilarious to watch. So that's always a fun time. There's a lot of different things that I used to do that I don't do so much anymore. Because I also used to stream for longer than I do now. I'm not a young man anymore. So I only stream for about 3 hours, 3.5 hours. But back in my day, back in my PNG-tuber days, a couple years ago, I used to stream for like 4 hours, sometimes upwards of 6 hours. Like, I was going crazy. I'm 27. I am 27. I am turning 28 this year, unfortunately. I'm getting older, and time is passing faster than I'm comfortable with. Ooh. Oh, boy. It's only a couple months away, too. My birthday's in November. I mean, I know it's not a problem. I'm not, like, old. I'm not, like, decrepit. But by VTuber standards, I'm unk. I got people coming in chat calling me unk, and I'm like, whoa, what happened? I'm still in my 20s, I'm still hip, I'm still cool. I can't handle these youngins. This is why my stream is an 18+ zone. This is why I say my streams are for adults. I can't have these fucking youngins coming in here making me feel old and shit. It's wrong. It's messed up. Ugh. Well, let's see here. Let's go ahead and hit this little discussion topic video here. Damn, should I pop a lozenge and try to avoid fucking up my throat? Or maybe I'll save it for later. I kind of just grabbed a fistful of Luden's cough drops before I came up here, because all the talking that I do on stream these days is terrible for my voice. When they're 25, they'll be young too. Hey, look, they can't hide from it forever. Age comes for us all. Time stops for nobody. But okay, let's go ahead and hit this little discussion topic here. Okay. Ma. A-E-I-O-U. 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 Oh, stretchy stretch. Well, let me see. What's an intro that I can do for this? Got it. Alrighty, what's good, y'all? It's me, Sugar Bear VT, and we are back for another discussion segment. We're live here on stream. I fumbled over my words. I'm actually gonna hit that again. I don't like the fumble. We're live here on stream. We got the boys in chat, and we have another installment in the ongoing payment processors don't know when to leave well enough alone and keep trying to decide what people can and can't buy based on their own personal taste. As you can see here in the title, Japanese adult game developer says bank blocked overseas Steam revenue transfer for undisclosed reasons. You can call it undisclosed, they can avoid naming it all they want, we know what it is at this point. It's pretty much just racism. It's just racism. All the shit that they let fly for other people processing payments doesn't seem to apply when they're processing payments from people coming out of Japan. It's anti-anime shit, it's anti-Japan sentiment, and it's all super cringe. But y'all know the deal. Let's go ahead and get into the article here. We actually have some returning faces. I was skimming through this one before we went live today, and we actually have a couple returning parties to this ongoing discussion. So let's scroll down a little bit and get into it. Right there is probably good. Actually, let me get a sip of water. I talk so loud when I'm doing these discussion segments. I can already feel my throat fucking crying out in pain. I really gotta stop smoking so damn much on the weekends. It is a problem. Okay. As you can see right here, it says Japanese indie developer and YouTuber Nupuryu recently reported that their bank is refusing to process an international transfer from the publisher of their game. The bank has refused to disclose the reason behind this decision. Please note that I will have the link to Nupuryu's YouTube channel in the description. I did actually check them out in my own time. They are a fully Japanese channel, but I will link them all the same if you want to go show them some love. Now it says here, Nupuryu is the creator of Ruin Seeker, an adult action RPG released on domestic game platform DL Site. Now I'm sure y'all are all familiar with DL Site if you've been following this ongoing saga. They are a recurring name in this whole issue as being a repeated target of the whole payment processor kind of debacle. He posted it in 2019 and followed by a Steam and GOG release in 2020. Love GOG. Shoutouts to GOG. They are the goats. I am 100% in support of DRM-free gaming. Allow gamers to own their games. No online connection needed to play your games. This is just good stuff. Always support GOG. They have actually saved a couple games from being erased from history, basically, when they've been delisted from other platforms. So if you are a fan of game preservation, be sure to show some love to GOG whenever you get the chance. They also do a lot of game bundles, like free game bundles are given out on GOG pretty recently. It's very similar to the Epic Games Store. So if you just like getting free shit, once again, support GOG. Okay, I'm getting distracted. The current issue revolves around this game's Steam release, in which it is published internationally by US-based publisher Kagura Games. This is another name that has come up before in this ongoing censorship saga. Kagura Games actually published another game that we talked about a couple months ago that was being targeted for the exact same reasons by the payment processors. I'm actually going to hold off though because the article itself brings up the game a little bit later on, so we're going to keep it going here. As the developer writes in an X post from July 30th, Rakuten Bank, one of Japan's biggest online banks, and once again, another familiar face in this whole saga, has blocked a remittance, presumably related to the revenue of the game's sales, from their overseas publisher. Quote, I guess it really may be their policy to just not accept international transfers related to R-rated games. It's the so-called debanking issue, but information on this topic is hard to come by. I'll be sharing what I find out, they wrote. Now, first thing I'd like to address here, this is not the so-called debanking issue, this is the legitimately unlawful debanking issue. This whole thing is textbook unlawful debanking. The prospect of a business, in this case a bank, singling out and targeting a developer, whether it be for political affiliation, religious beliefs, or, in this specific scenario, legal to sell products based on company-wide or personal specific, distaste for said product. In this discussion, it is R18 adult-themed games. It is not okay to do that. I don't know if you guys will remember, but sometime late last year in 2025, there was actually an executive order that was signed specifically calling for the payment processors like Visa and MasterCard to stop unlawful debanking because it just keeps happening and nobody's doing anything to punish it. Unfortunately, an executive order is not the same thing as a law. As I'm sure you're all aware, just because the president signs an executive order doesn't magically fix things and make it happen, you know? And in this is one of those cases. The big payment processors like Visa, like MasterCard, have so much power across both the domestic and international markets, they just do not give a shit. Genuinely, they do not care. They say, executive order, who? You're telling who what to do? We fund your campaigns, we bail out your businesses, we process your payments. You can do legitimately nothing to stop us, so just deal with it. That's pretty much what they're saying. They say that the government has no control over them because they are big bank. They are big money. The power of money supersedes the power of the law, didn't you know? And that is why these sorts of things have continued. That is why we have a story here to discuss in the first place. And as you can see here, this is that tweet. I don't read Japanese, but I assume that Automaton Media did their research, and the quote here is from this tweet, translated into English. Hold on, I gotta whet my whistle one more time. My poor throat. I really gotta start drinking tea or something, y'all. I hear, like, honey lemon tea is very good for your vocal cords. I hear that a lot of singers drink that stuff. I'm not a tea guy, though. I'm not a tea guy. I've never been able to get into tea. Tea is just that kind of leaf juice stuff just isn't really for me. I like fruit teas well enough, but yeah. I might have to force it, though. If I'm trying to stream more often and for longer periods of time, then I got to do something to address this, because my throat genuinely hurts. Let me scroll down a little bit more. And then he continues in a follow-up post, or the article continues in a follow-up post. Nupuryu mentions visiting their bank over the issue and providing them with a copy of their contract with the publisher, which details the various terms of agreement and game title. However, upon reviewing the case, Rakuten Bank notified the developer of a rejection. Nupuryu attached a screenshot of an email they received from Rakuten Bank's monitoring department for international transfers, which reads, "Based on our review, we are unable to accept this incoming payment from overseas. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience, but we will proceed with the refund process to sender." Now, this is an ongoing issue here. Now, mind you, like I said before, this is not Rakuten's first time coming up in these sorts of stories. But it's important to remember, and important to distinguish, Rakuten is not the ones at fault for these payment issues. This is once again being masterminded by the American-based payment processors, Visa and MasterCard. Visa and MasterCard has too much pull. They are like the cards. Almost every bank in the world supports Visa and MasterCard, which means that any bank that seeks to have like a wide use case, like outside of just like being like localized to a single country, or wishes to do business with other countries, are all at the mercy of these corrupt payment processors, because they can just pull support. They can be like, actually, no, we do not provide cards and payment processing to your bank anymore. Sorry, you were shit out of luck. It is the same tech that they have been using on like privately run businesses, privately run storefronts that sell eroge and other R18 materials, privately run storefronts that sell indie games like DL Site, try to support creators like Fantia. You remember all these stories. We've talked about these stories in the past. This is the exact same thing. They are not technically doing what they are doing, as far as I am aware, technically isn't illegal, and that's how they were able to keep getting away with it. They are basically bullying these businesses and being like, hey, we could just stop messing with you. We could stop supporting you. And then what do you have? You have nothing. Once again, it comes down to that we are big bank, we are above the law kind of mentality, because nobody has been able to hold them accountable up to this point. Hold on. Another sip of water. Let me scroll down a little bit more. Yeah, right there. Moreover, the bank notes it is unable to disclose the specific reason for refusal. Once again, they don't need to. We already know. Which leaves the developers with little to work with towards resolving the issue. That's because they don't want them resolving the issue. We'll actually discuss that a little bit further in just a second, because even trying to address the issue does not gain you any footing at all. Nupudio's case is one of many similar instances of debanking in recent years. In May this year, Japanese indie developer Musunomaya was denied a transfer from their publisher related to Steam revenue for an all-ages version of their game. You will remember this story. We talked about this a couple months ago here on the channel. Musunomaya is the developer for Hustle Battle Card Gamers. You might remember this one. This was the visual novel style card battling game where you do have like little visual novel segments where you talk to the different girls in the game and then you battle them in a card game. That is the main like gameplay loop. Like there's a whole campaign where you talk to them, and then there's also like the card battling aspect of the game. But what was so crazy about that story is it was once again an all ages version of the game. All R18, all nudity, all adult subject matter was removed from the game for the Steam listing. But it amounted to literally nothing. This is the reason why they don't provide an issue to resolve, because they don't want them to resolve it. You can look at Musunomayu's game. Even when they preemptively address these things, remove all R18 content from it, they still were withholding revenue from this game, from this developer, which is absolutely crazy. It is absolutely ridiculous that it's even legal for them to do something like that. Hey, a whole bunch of letters. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'll just call you FJR. Hello, FJR. We're wrapping up a little discussion segment here, and then we'll be going back and doing some more Sonic Rumble gaming in just a little bit. Just wanted to wrap up this whole little discussion here. I got lost up in my rant. And then, like it says here, in this case, the developer was probed with questions like, is this revenue from a game featuring girls? And the bank made it clear that the rejection was made following a thorough review of the game's content. Well, clearly it wasn't. Clearly it wasn't, because the game passed Steam's review, and Steam does a pretty thorough check for their reviews. Steam's review process is not forgiving by any means necessary. Or by any means. Like, I've seen game after game after game get rejected from Steam because it didn't meet their criteria. But this game did, yet despite meeting Steam criteria, which is already super strict, it did not meet the criteria for the bank to pay the developer the money they made from selling their own game. Make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense. You can't. You just can't. And then the article concludes here. Similarly, Mai Itsuki of the adult game circle Ren reported in April that their bank had halted all transaction related to revenue from overseas versions of their games. Citing certain risks, quote unquote, the decision was maintained despite the developer providing proof of their business being legally sound, as well as a history of selling their games in the US without issue a whole year prior. It might be worth noting that in all of these cases, different banks were in question, so it doesn't seem to be a matter of specific banks having a policy against transaction related to adult games. They're right. Once again, this is not the banks doing this. It is the banks being threatened by the core pillar payment processors, Visa and MasterCard, bullying, strong-arming their way to get what they want. They show up, they threaten businesses and say, hey, do you want to be able to process payments? Do you want people to be able to buy your product? Then you better do what we say. Otherwise, we are going to attack you so hard that your business will just fail. That's the same way that they got to DL Site. It's the same way that they got to Fantia. It's the same way they got to Tora Noana way back in the day. I'm sure y'all remember that video. We did that on the channel. We talked about that on the channel as well. It is as simple as saying, you will no longer be able to do purchases. We will rob you of your ability to do purchases, and that's how they get what they want. That is how this has progressed as far as it has, and somebody's got to do something, y'all. There's got to be like a class action lawsuit or some sort of government like legislation put in place to make this genuinely illegal. Clearly, a presidential decree or whatever the fuck, what's it called? An executive order clearly isn't enough to put this thing to bed and make them stop. They see themselves as being above those types of things, and we are not going to see any changes until Visa and MasterCard are specifically called out and named and held accountable for their actions. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of this little article topic here. I do actually want to scroll through and address some of the comments down here. I did skim this one earlier and saw that it has a bunch of comments on it. So let's see what some people have to say about this article. Here from Decky, we see absolute fucking tyranny. The American payment processors like Visa and MasterCard already got caught red-handed a couple years ago trying to dictate what kind of legal media products people can buy and sell. They are outright racist towards anything Japanese at this point. Yes, very good point, Decky. We mentioned this earlier. A lot of these same things that they're like, actually, no, we're not okay with this, coming out of Japan in an anime style, they have actually greenlit from Western game producers, from Western R18, like, developers, producers, comic artists, all this stuff. Now, this isn't a through line. They have also punished Western creators, specifically in the furry community. The furry community recently have also been within their sites and being targeted for a lot of this stuff. But this is a thing that primarily, first and foremost, targets Japanese developers, Japanese artists, and Japanese creatives. So tell me how it's not racist. Tell me how it's not racist to unfairly target people, the products of a specific country, and then let it slide in other countries. It's not okay. It is genuinely just racist. There's no other way to put it. It is racist. And then we have another one here from Jamie, again with this shit. Seriously? This is why all banks want to be rid of physical cash, so they and the government can tell you what you can and can't buy with your own money. This has to stop, and it has to stop here. Eventually, it becomes what car you can buy, what medication, what food. It's all a very slippery slope, and we need to off it quickly. Once again, another great point here from Jamie. This is what I was just talking about with the furry stuff, because furry used to be exempt from a lot of this punishment. A lot of this stuff used to be targeted in R18 games that fetishize certain themes, like schoolgirl uniforms or whatever else. Very iconic and classic themes in R18 NSFW materials. I'm sure if you be stroking your shit, you know what I'm talking about. But furry used to be pretty much exempt from that kind of stuff. However, in the past year alone, we've seen debanking happen on, like, platforms like Patreon have started removing furry themes from R18 creators. They have started removing furry themed games on different platforms, and it's becoming like a genuine problem. Like, it genuinely is like a slippery slope. A lot of people have claimed, like, no, this won't get too bad. This will stop with the things that I don't like because they're extra icky. Nope. Sorry, bro. But you wanting to fuck Shadow the Hedgehog makes you just as guilty as anybody else, apparently. And now you are also liable to have your game shut down, have your art deplatformed, lose access to your banks, have your Patreon shut down, have your PayPal shut down. The things that you used to pay rent, not anymore. You don't. This is how this shit is progressing. It's getting worse, not better. Let's scroll down a little bit more. I'm sure we got a couple more comments worth looking at. And then here from Rose. What frustrates me is that there is literally no harm to the banks. Processing money is how they make money. They have every reason to let this through, but instead they find it more appealing to deprive someone of a perfectly legal livelihood. Just gross. Spot on, Rose. Once again, this has nothing to do with what's financially viable. This has nothing to do with, like, benefiting their business. This is 100% racist. It is racist, y'all. It is racism against this Japanese product. The anime aesthetic is Japan's export, and they do not want Japan being able to export this kind of stuff. They do, and it's especially noted because a lot of these fucking companies have like a puritanical mindset. They don't like anything that's lewd or NSFW in general. They just dislike it flat out. So they want it to be illegal. So even if they can't get it to be illegal in a legitimate sense, they can just stop you from accessing it, and then it's as good as illegal in the first place. If you can't buy it, if you can't engage with it, if you are punished for engaging with it in any way, shape, or form, then it's pretty much as good as illegal. And that's the goal. That's what they want to do. That's what they are hoping to achieve with all this nonsense. And then scrolling down a little bit more here, a little bit more. This is probably good. Maybe one more. Yeah, right there is good. Right there is good. All right, last couple comments we're going to look at here from Pickleball. Payment processors need a legal crackdown ASAP. This and more is utterly unacceptable on a global scale. There needs to be severe repercussions for this kind of criminal theft and censorship. Once again, spot on from user Pickleball here. This is textbook unlawful debanking. As far as, even though the way that they are going about it is technically not illegal, as far as I'm aware, what they are doing in and of itself, the act of debanking, is still supposed to be not allowed. Once again, there was a executive order that was signed about this, and it should not be okay. It should not be allowed. It should not be a thing. But it is happening, and somehow, some way, because these are big, large, and powerful corporations doing these misdeeds, they are managing to get away with it, despite it being a clear and obvious example of what is said to be not okay. And and like I said before, it's not going to stop until there is a legal, like, legislative action to prevent it from happening in the future. Until these companies start losing money and are at risk of prison time, there is going to be nothing that can be done about it. So all we can do is be loud and obnoxious and never shut up and make sure that they know that, like, hey, we haven't forgotten that y'all are doing this shit. So we're not gonna let it slide. We're not gonna let it slide. Then from user here, Assad, they forgot that they must serve the people, not dictate to us what we can do. I am afraid a soft revolution won't do. Once again, yeah, these companies, you're the payment processor. Process the payment processor. These things are not illegal. You are not the fucking morality police. So stop telling people what they can and can't do. Stop telling artists what they can and can't draw. Stop telling game developers what fucking games they can make. You are not in control of these things. It is not your job to determine these things and to control these things. You are the fucking payment processor, so do the one thing you exist for and process the payment. Got a little bit heated with that one. Let me reel it back in. We got two more here. We're gonna look at two more. From user ZXXZ, this is a central issue. So why won't Japan complain about Rakuten? Doesn't Rakuten have services that accept Visa and MasterCard? Maybe that's why. Well, you pretty much answered your own question there. Because it's not Rakuten's fault. This is a thing that has occurred across several other banks as well. And the through line, the connective tissue, is that all of them partner up with Visa and MasterCard. Once again, they don't need to tell us why. They don't need to tell us who. We already know who the problem is. It's Visa and MasterCard. Has been the entire fucking time. Nothing's changed there. Last one. From user Art McCarts. That's insane that they can just withhold money earned through legitimate business. Violent games go untouched, but God forbid an adult plays games with sex in them. Ass backwards puritanical world. claps in chat for user Art McCarts. They really hit the nail on the head there. Perfect comment to end the video off on. Legitimately, it is just puritanical racism bullshit. The only like way that you can math this out of like why this is happening, why a company like these companies would choose to do something that is not benefiting them financially is if it is racism or puritanism. Either they are anti-sex or they are anti-Japan, anti-Asia. So take your pick. Either one is bad. Neither one is the good alternative. Because regardless of which it is, regardless of what's motivating them, they are trying to control legal business, legal to obtain like product, and it's not okay. It's never going to be okay, and we're never going to shut up about it over here on the Sugar Bear VT channel. As once again, I will mention that I will have Nupudiu's account or YouTube channel linked in the description, so be sure to show him some love and support, or show them some love and support. They are clearly going through it a little bit right now, and I will also have links in the card to all the previous videos where we discuss these sorts of censorship-related topics here on the Sugar Bear VT channel. But that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this discussion video. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe. It lets me and the algorithm know what you guys want to see more of, and it ensures that you do not miss any future discussion videos here on the channel. So yeah, if you wanna join the Sugar Bear VT family, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace. My throat. My throat. My poor throat. Okay, I'm locked back in. Time to do some more gaming. I love gaming. Alright, let's get back into some more Sonic Rumble. After a sip of water. Yeah, so good. It's so good. Okie dokie, y'all. Let's get back into some Sonic Rumble action. Oh, somebody blowing up my fucking Discord. Oh, they're talking about the season of House of the Dragon. Season of House of the Dragon has been fantastic, by the way. I have just been thoroughly eating this season. Not gonna get into any spoilers, obviously, but if you're not locked in on House of the Dragon, lock in on House of the Dragon. Okay, I'm gonna let some music rock while I get the game pulled back up. I got caught up. I haven't even opened the game yet. I got caught up dancing. Hold on. Let me actually do what I said I'm gonna do. Sonic music is too good, y'all. The Mania soundtrack is too powerful. Okay. Game should be pulling up in just a sec. Excuse me. My whole throat just got chewed up. Every time I hit those discussion segments, it just tears my throat up. Alrighty, let me set a timer. I'll do the usual little intro bit, and then we'll get into some proper Sonic Rumble gaming. Alrighty, what's good, y'all? Sugarbear VT here, back for some more Sonic Rumble. We just wrapped up the discussion segment just a minute ago, and now we're back for some more Sonic Rumble gaming. We're gonna go ahead and jump right into a ring survival mode. Do some real gaming. Oh, they got a chrome silver back there. I mentioned in the first video, I actually have the chrome silver skin. Even though I'm a massive silver fan, I'm not using it because I'm just not a huge fan of those kinds of... It's the skin, but it's metallic. It's the skin, but it's gold. It's the skin, but it's crystallized. It's just not really my vibe. Ignore the crystal chow behind me. That's the exception. That's my little boy. That's my little boy. But... generally speaking, I prefer like regular costume type dealies as opposed to, you know, those types of skins. That's the reason I'm not using it. Once again, shoutouts to Maishiro for playing with us earlier. Had a fun time being taught the ropes by the goat. And now we are solo queued, and we're gonna see if we can clutch up a couple victories on our own. Come on now. Oh, I just realized this is like City Escape. It's dope. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Step ahead, gotta keep moving on. Is what lies ahead, only one way to find out. Oh, fuck me. Oh, you little punk. Take my lead, I'll set you free. Set me free. Trust me, we will escape from the sea. Hang on, let me lock in. This Rouge is going a little crazy. Follow me. I wish you could spam tricks like you do in regular Sonic games. Woo! What? Yeah, I lost my communication to the server after I won. That's some bullshit, bro. That's not even right. Come on. I earned that win. That is genuinely fucked up. That is genuinely fucked up, bro. I can't believe they actually just did that shit to me. That's messed up. Oh, no. I can't believe they disconnected me after I won. Whatever. We're just gonna keep rocking. We're gonna keep it rocking. Not gonna let it hold me down. Not gonna let it get me down. Actually, I do want to spend some of my rings. I have a bunch of rings right now. Anything worth buying in the ring shop? See, like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, sure, fine, whatever. Who is paying 350,000 rings for Crystal Amy? You know? Like, I'm just not about the, like, crystal gem type of skins like that. That's not my vibe. Not my vibe. Red Sparkles is kind of nice, but not 30,000 nice. Actually, I low-key do want this surprised cream, though. I love cream. Cream's the goat. I actually will take that. Confused big. Synchronized clapping. Eh. And then this is the once per day stuff. Eh. Once again, eh. You know, this Charmy skin actually isn't bad. I don't mind the Charmy skin. And Amy's super cute. Popstar Amy is great. I think that's adorable. Pirate Sonic's eye. Detective Tails' eye. 1,000,000 rings for the claw machine? That's crazy. I have not gotten anything good from that dang daily claw machine. Who is spending 1,000,000 rings? Absolutely not. That is just ridiculous. Whatever. Jump into another one. We got a big back there, a crystal or a metallic silver, ruby knuckles. I assume these are the people like in the game that I'm joining. Is that how that works, or is that like my skins? I don't really know the difference. Once again, still new to this game. I don't know how it works. Okay, let's lock in. I didn't have enough hops to hit that spring pad. How are people hitting that? Does some people have like a double jump or something? Or is there like a perfect... Do you have to like... Is there like a perfect jump that you need to do? And I fucked my time there a little bit. Come on now. Taking a little too many hits. Okay, come on. Come on now. Come on. See, I made it that time. How did that work? I genuinely don't know, like, why it works sometimes and why it doesn't other times. It just confuses me. I wonder if there's a way to increase your base speed. Probably not, right? Because something like that could easily be exploited as like a pay-to-win thing. Let me emote on him. All right. Hey, I'm in first place. Let's go. All right. Green Hill Survival. This is my first time doing this one in like an actual game. I did the single player Red Ring mission for this one, but this is my first time playing it as like the actual game with other people. I gotta watch myself though. Ooh! I'm gonna have people competing with me for items. Oh shit! Oh no! Fuck me! Fuck me! Fuck me! Fuck me! Hey man, kind of crazy a little bit. I mean, oh shit! Okay, I somehow kept in there by using my fucking little move there. We're still in it, barely. The platform shrinks. Definitely not in first place now. Oh, I'm still in first place. Okay. Sure. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to complain about it. I just don't know how. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Collect the most rings. I assume my goal is probably to stay up here, maybe? Maybe the most rings are up here, or... I don't know. I don't know how this shit works. Oh, I see. Got the 50s and the 100. Yeah, you definitely want to stay up here. I noticed it was mostly baby ring numbers down there. Okay, I lost 300 rings. Fuck. No, we're still in it. We're still in it. Yeah, sorry, little bro, but I want to win. Do these stack? Does the speed boost stack? Be kind of crazy if it did. Yeah, sorry, bro. And we still in first. Was that the final one? Oh, that was the final one. Hell yeah. And rank up to Emblem 10. Ring limit? What do you mean ring limit? What do you mean by that? Join a crew. Oh yeah! My Shido was saying that I should join a crew. As a member, you'll be able to earn daily skill stars and play alongside your crew in events. How does the crew thing work? Hold on, I'm gonna switch over to chatting real quick just to make sure this is not about to show my ID. Is there a silver team? Why are none of the top teams silver? It's fucked up. I don't know if you're seeing, like, I don't know if you're seeing this. None of the top teams have a silver icon. It's genuinely fucked. What is the best team with a silver icon? Come on, give me something, bro. You know what? Fuck it. I'll make my own. I'll make my own. What should I name this damn thing? Damn, I'm trying to think of a fucking name. What's a good name? What's a good name for this? I'm one letter too short. I would do Sugar's Knights, but I guess Sugar's Knight isn't terrible. Maybe Sugar Knights? I'm also realizing now Sugar Knight also sounds a little bit too much like Suge Knight, which is a little bit of a problem, but fuck it, Sugar Knights it is. And it's my first one, so it'll be free. That's nice. Once again, let me... Okay, I think it's safe to show this stuff. I don't think they're gonna put me on blast. On mobile, you can go to the treasure hunt tab once a day using the chat tab and set sail and earn skill stars for your entire crew. Cool. Okay, well, I guess you all are free to join Sugar Knights if you guys want to. If you're watching this back as a VOD, or you're watching the YouTube video, or maybe you're like lurking in chat right now, if you want to join Sugar Knights, you are free to do so. I'm not gonna do treasure hunt stuff right now, though. I will keep that in mind for future. I am gonna queue up for something, probably. Let me go ahead and claim my stuff. Oh, that's neat. Oh, it's the boss cage maze from Sonic Prime. Looks cool. I like that. Ooh, some Dr. or Eggman MD fragments. Of the Eggman skins that I've seen, that's easily the best one so far. And then some tune-up wrench. Cool. Let's jump into another game. I'm on my gaming shit. No point in wasting time. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. We're already in the game. I was about to start talking about random Sonic stuff, but I'm like, oh, okay. Let me actually pay attention to see what game they're throwing me into. Oh, City Escape again. Cool. I've been thinking about Sonic Movie 4 a lot lately. Once again, it's got me thinking about it now because of Metal. But I really do wonder how much Metal is going to be serving like a villain role in the film. Because we already know that we're getting Jim Carrey's Eggman back again, which, awesome. Love Jim Carrey's Eggman. Jim Carrey's Eggman is a genuine treat every time he's on screen. He is a easy showstopper, show stealer, if you, but with Metal, with it being Metal's first movie, I kind of want him to take on more of a primary antagonist role for as long as he can before we get like the obvious reveal of like, oh, it was Eggman the whole time who was the bad guy. Like, that's the obvious road that it's gonna be, that we're going to go on, and the final fight will probably be against Eggman again. But I would genuinely really like to see see Metal Sonic take on the primary antagonist role for most of it. That is, alternatively, if they want to go ahead and set up Neo Metal Sonic, it might be too early for it, but I am a huge Sonic Heroes fan. If they set up Neo Metal Sonic, then I don't really give a shit what they do. I would genuinely be fine with anything if this was all set up for Neo Metal. I also talked about it briefly when we were talking about like what Silver's role could be in the Sonic movies in the future. And if we go through all of Sonic Movie 4 and we're like, okay, we beat Metal Sonic, we finally did it, we've saved the future. And then Silver comes back with the future and is like, hey, y'all didn't save shit. It's actually gotten worse over here. Metal Sonic is actually Neo Metal Sonic now. I would have been like, I will legitimately be pogging in the theater like, oh my god! Neo Metal and Silver introduced in the same movie. They do that shit for Sonic Movie 5. And I will be legitimately fucking busting in my seat, bro. I think that might be like the absolute best case scenario for Sonic Movie 5, like in my opinion. Neo Metal and Silver in the same movie, and I'm fucking tweaking. Legitimately. I know historically those characters don't have anything to do with each other, but obviously they're not gonna do like Mephiles, they're not gonna do Iblis. That's just, they're just not. Like, I can't really say anything about that, it's just not what they're gonna do, so if they're gonna combine threads, then like a future that's ruled by Neo Metal Sonic is like a pretty cool alternative, you know? Oh, the snow is bad. The snow stops you. Okay. I do want speedy shoes. Also, I don't think I talked about it much on the channel back when the announcement first happened, but I think the voice that they picked for Amy is great. It's if I remember correctly, it's Anna from Frozen. Which, she has a great voice. I think she is a wonderful voice actress. I think she's going to absolutely kill it as Amy. Oh, I'm chewing on some ice. We're in second place right now, but we're tailing on first. We might be able to clutch this up, depending on what the last one is. So it's a ring battle. I think it was my first time doing one of these, or like really locking in on one of these. So let's see. We'll see how this goes. Are these good? These bad? Do we want these? Oh, we do want these. Okay. Yeah, sorry, bro. That was a mistake on my end. I didn't fully understand how that mechanic was working. Come on. Come on. I didn't mean to jump forward like that. Okay. Am I... Hey, we did it, boys. We're in first. Okay. What do you mean ring limit? Why am I being limited, bro? I'm limitless. Stop playing with me. Trying my whole fucking existence right now. Despair. That's actually funny. This is a good one. I like this despair emote. That's actually really good. I like that a lot. Oh. Cookie Rumbler. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Quick pit stop. Gotta check something on my other monitor. Okay. I had a notification. I just need to make sure there wasn't anything important. But we are good. We're moving and grooving. We are back in it. Okay, let's queue up. Actually, I just have that itch. I want to buy something. I don't have enough red rings for anything good, so I'm going to keep saving those up. I don't even know what these are. I assume this is the thing that you get for doing crew missions? Oh, unleash your skills in ring survival. I don't know nothing about that. You know, I will take these silver Chronos skin fragments. If I'm gonna use like any like specific skin like that, it might as well be silver. I'll just keep grinding these up until I get silver. Okay. Alright. Back to it! Picking up star will allow you to attack players with the attack button. Okay. I typically don't pay too much attention to what like skills I picked up, but I should probably do that. I gotta say, as much as it irritates me, Forces really did just hit like the easy milking tactic by introducing the concept of the avatar characters, because they can just flood the common and low rarity items with these avatar like characters, And then every single time you hit the daily claw machine, every single time you roll the dice on getting something, and all the cheaper items that you can actually afford are going to be the avatar characters. And that's how they get you to grind the game. That's how they get you to keep logging in and playing. Because everybody wants the named characters. Nobody wants the avatars, generally speaking. Obviously, I don't speak for everybody. There are the avatar character lovers, but the whole thing is just wild. Okay, give me the fuck through here. I'm just gonna walk past you. Oh, I just realized it's like some Alice in Wonderland shit. It makes it so you can't fucking target the little dudes. We go in middle. I genuinely don't know if it makes even a lick of difference, but what the hell is this? Like, go around it? Okay, no. Oh, it's a ball that you push. Thank you, Tails. I didn't know. Alright, bro. Baby's still figuring out how to play this game. Yeah, but I do need to kind of not fall too far behind you, sorry. Even though you handled that ball thing for me. I'll take second. I'll stand right here. And emote. Yeah? Am I getting booted from the game again? Please don't. Please don't. Please don't boot me from the game. I'm gonna let this sit. I'm not gonna press anything. Hopefully it'll like, and there we go. Unfortunate. Just to be abundantly clear, that's not my fault. I can literally see my bitrate right now, and I still have a perfect and flawless bitrate. I don't see any dropped frames, so at the very least, this shouldn't be my fault. Whatever. No point wasting time yapping about it. We're just gonna jump back in and do another one. Ooh. Yeah, what was I talking about? I was talking about something to do with the Sonic movie. Oh yeah, I was talking about wanting silver and Neo Metal for the movies. Oh, okay, no, okay, this. No, okay, nope, nope. We're still in it. I thought it was dumping again. I thought it was jumping again. The online aspect of this game might be chugging with my game a little bit. Alright, let me lock in so that I don't get fucked by these little bits of whipped cream. Okay. Oh yeah, I love skips. Oh, fuck me. Oh, you little sneaky bastard. You tried to steal it from me, didn't you, huh? Well, too bad for you. There can only be one Sonic. Wait, was I actually third? He fucking got in front of me? You little bitch. You little punk. I can't tell if I'm third because of my rings or if I'm third because he actually got in front of me. If he actually got in front of me, that's crazy. This is some Mario Kart type shit. Hold on, boys. I will let y'all know that we do have an ad incoming. So just a heads up to the people over in Twitch chat, there is an ad on its way. Luckily, it's not the final round though, so you guys aren't gonna miss anything too crazy. Smashing pots, yeah, just gonna be spamming over and over and over and over again. Ooh! Big pot. Or shiny Paradox Prism pot. Oh, the move spots. Ooh! Give me that. Hey, and I'm in first, baby! I swear I just heard a fucking Discord notification. Which doesn't make sense because I don't keep, I don't have notifications turned on, especially when I'm streaming. All right, back to this one. We're collecting the most rings, and we got Starry O in first place with 2,900. So she's got about a 400 ring lead on me right now. Luckily, I actually did pretty good with this one last time. Come on, give me a fucking power-up or something. Over this way, snag a couple of these hundos. Well, a shield is something. Better than nothing. Protect me a little bit from other attackers. Ooh, going up around here. Oh! I just realized I completely misused this thing when I was doing this one the first time. I didn't know how the fucking stage worked. Oh! I snagged King. Oh, somebody snagged it back from me. Hey, we got it, baby! Do I actually get first? I might get second. Nope, we got first! Let's fucking go! There can be only one Sonic the Hedgehog. Triple S, huh? See, what is with the ring limit? I gotta Google that. I honestly gotta Google that. What is with the ring limit? Actually, I'm gonna do that right now, if you guys don't mind. Give me just a sec. I am gonna Google that. Quick little Google-roo. What is with the ring limit in Sonic Rumble Party? The ring limit is a daily cap on how many standard rings you can earn from regular matches, set to the baseline of 1,600 rings per day with a recovery rate of 70 rings every 6 minutes. Players hit this cap quickly within a few matches, which frustrates active players, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so what is the reasoning? It's to prevent people from earning skins too fast, which, if that's the only reason, that's actually cringe. Actually cringe if true, y'all. I hope that that's not the case. I really hope that's not the case, because that reflects poorly on the game, and I'm actually having fun. I'm enjoying playing the game. I don't want them to just be doing shit for the sake of stop-gapping the players. We're just gonna keep on doing some more ring survival. There's nothing I can do about the ring cap, but if it's 70 back every 6 minutes, that probably means that if I jump back on later tonight, obviously this wouldn't mean anything for y'all because it would be in my off-stream time, not in my on-stream time, but it's good to know that if I decided to do a couple casual matches in my own time, that I'd still be able to earn some rings. Starlight Carnival, ooh. I love Starlight Carnival. So it's just a dash to the goal. These are my favorites. These were always my favorite type when I was back in my Fall Guys days too. Just like the race style were always my favorite game modes. I love a good race. I do wish the game played a little bit faster, to be honest. Just a little bit more Sonic-y. But, you know, it's not bad. You do get those little speed boosts from, like, the booster pads and whatnot. Yeah, sorry, bro. But, I intend to win. I play to win. Oh, this is annoying! What do you mean it's giving him a chance to catch up? I love being punished for playing good. Fucking fourth. Because they decided to punish me for being the GOAT. Whatever. Oh, fuck you, you little shit. I'm telling your mom. Hey, but I'm still in the top 3, so whatever. This will probably be our last our last game of the stream. I'm looking over at my timer here. This video's almost approaching 40 minutes. By the time we're done with the third one, we'll probably be ready to wrap up. I will do one last check in the YouTube page just to see if there's anything on my recommended that I feel like is worth reacting to. But generally speaking, I think we might be wrapping this one a bit on the shorter side today. Oh, you're only supposed to attack the one that's up there. I should have read that. Reading is good, people. Read the instructions. Oh, fuck me. I got a little too overzealous. Made up for it, though. Oh, the weapons they were holding was the difference. I'm stupid. Okay, we still managed second. I think it'd be nice if we could end the stream off on a dub. Maybe a first place dub. But I'll take top 3. And we're still in the top 3, and there's only a 200-point lead against us, so it's not impossible for us to clutch this out. You just gotta lock in super hard for the last one, ring battle. I'm okay at ring battle. I might be able to manage this. I just realized this is like this sounds like Frontiers music. Is this Frontiers music? Oh, you little punk. Fuck off, bro. I don't have skills. I don't have the ability to defend myself or attack back. Fuck you. Somebody's getting hit. Hey! Ending the stream on a #1 there, baby. That's how we do it over here on the Sugar Bear VT channel. Give me my triple S ranks. Yep, and I achieved very little. But I ranked up, so that's nice. Alright. Any last minute things I want to do here? What is this? Let me go ahead and claim all my stuff. You will be awarded a score based on your results on each round and your performance in battle. You also receive a grade based on your total score each round and beyond. The skins and buddies you own automatically boost your score bonus. Okay. Higher score bonuses make it easier to earn higher grades. You'll earn rewards based on your grades across every stage. Okay. My S ranks. Baseball slide. Give it a go during your next reward stomp attack. Skills are nice. What? Oh, there's a testing room? I didn't know that. Skills can be used once after a certain amount of time passes, so... I mean, I have a skill now. That'll be nice. I'm not the only one without a skill. I won't be getting completely fucking clowned on. Okay, cool. I get the gist. Back to my claiming my stuff. Usable in all modes outside of Party Rumble. Cool. Okay. Got it. And skill stars. There's the star stuff that I need in order to get other stuff. More Doc MD fragments. Ooh, server silver fragments. Okay, anything else? I can get a new skill. Oh, that's right. That's what this is. That's what this is. Amy specific, Knuckles specific, Sonic specific. That costs money. So this one's specifically for ring battle. What does this do? Certain skills are only usable in one mode. Instead of giving powerful boosts, they give you access to abilities unique to that mode. Okay. Oh, so it's a ring pickup thing. That'll be useful. Yeah, I'll take that. And then I still have 300 left, so oh, a little Sonic Boom air kick. That's pretty good. I like range. That's not bad either. Air dash is not bad. Air dash could have actually saved my ass a couple times. I'm taking the air dash. Fuck it. And I can afford one more. I'll go with the little air burst kick thing. Okay, cool. Cool beans. And what is this? What is this thing that I kept getting alerts about? Oh, it's missions to unlock a specific skin fragment thing. Okie dokie. That makes sense. Alrighty. That's about all I got for y'all today. I've had fun playing Sonic Rumble Party. Honestly, I think I'll probably play this on stream again. It really does bring back that old school vibe I had when I used to be doing the old Fall Guy streams in my PNGtuber days. It's a very nostalgic feeling. Plus, I just love Sonic. I love looking at Sonic characters. I love hearing Sonic music, hearing Sonic sound effects, all that good stuff. So I don't know when I'll play it again, but I'll definitely throw it into another future stream just when I gotta pad out some space. Maybe fill something out. Maybe when one other stream doesn't work out, maybe I don't end up meshing with the game as much as I thought I would. Maybe I'll just default back and do a little Sonic Rumble Party. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe if you're watching this over on YouTube so that you don't miss any of the future Sugar Bear VT streams. I would love to see you and chill out with Chatsy. I would love to see you hang out with all the other boys in chat. So yeah, I'll be live again on... At the time of watching this, if you're watching this as it is up, I will be live again on Wednesday and Thursday. But just go ahead and subscribe. You'll see when I go live, and you won't miss out on anything. But yeah, I gotta head out. I gotta go edit these videos. So I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace. God, guys, I am really bad at doing outros. This is legitimately like my fucking kryptonite. I might actually be the worst, the worst streamer at doing outro bits, like, period. This is genuinely my biggest fumble. Yeah, pretty much what I said in the video, though. I will be live again on Wednesday for some more Little Witch No Beta, and then again on Friday for some more Pokemon Yellow. Got that ongoing playthrough. Currently in Vermilion City, about prepping our way to fight Lieutenant Surge, so you won't want to miss that. I am ready to completely cock stomp that goober. And yeah. Other streams, I also got to work on my Spider-Man Brand New Day movie review. That'll be going up probably on Wednesday or Thursday if I had to guess, so keep your eyes peeled on that. Once again, that will go up over on the Sugar Bear VT YouTube channel, youtube.com/@SugarBearVT. So if you're a fan of movie review type dealios, you can check that out over there on Wednesday or Thursday. I don't have it like completely locked into my brain yet. I haven't even recorded it yet, so the recording process and editing process is going to take up a little bit of time. But just keep your eyes peeled. I think it's going to be a good one. I feel pretty good about the script that I've written for this one. So I hope y'all end up enjoying that. But other than that, that's all I got for y'all today. I hope to see y'all again for the next stream on Wednesday. So yeah, peace out.